Hi, my name is Zilkin and I go by Hannah. I am doing another insert today, and this one has to do with the secret society's vision of someone who came to this earth who they feel was more important than Nelson, Christ, and Ataturk combined. This person goes by the name of Beautiful Mother, which is Hosh Hanna. And in the future, there'll probably be many stories on her or different variations, but the authentic is a blonde, an Anatolian blonde from Turkey that is famously known. And what ended up happening was old Europe tried very hard to conceal this information because it's the authentic story. They like to keep secrets for the future, and that we have to respect. But this is called the gift. So what ended up happening was part of C3's history. Hannah got embroiled in politics, but this politics is not new. If you follow the series, we are about 103rd episode. Hannah has been embroiled since the age of 10. And like usual, conquer and divide is the famous theory. But let's have a look at some of the reasons she is more popular than, or more famous than, all these three individuals combined. First of all, here's an authentic picture of Nelson Mandela. He has a particular eye set and particular features that are, for Hannah, beautiful. Now, when we think of Nelson Mandela, we have to think about what he fought for. So he fought for black rights, etc., like that. Hannah came to this earth as a white Negro in her mind, and what she did with her evolution theories and her photos blew the minds out of the richest individuals of Earth. It just completely blew their minds. So she is very, very important. Unfortunately, the full sun is coming out probably about 20,000 AD, long after Hannah is gone. But it's just to give you an overview. Now let's look at this one here. This is Ataturk, and Ataturk is a Hazar person. He is Central Asian, based on features and skin. Today, because they're promoting everything Indian, he looks kind of Indianish. That is not correct. He's Caucasus North, his eyes, etc. And a lot of people from Caucasus North are actually in the original Greece, being old Aryans, meaning having blue eyes, but replicating the white race immensely in old Persia, which is Iran, Anatolia, and modern day Greece. Now, why is she more important than Christ? This is a big one, because she's linked to a very interesting divination story, and it's one of those stories that are completely natural, and that's what makes it fun if you're an atheist, because if you're an atheist, you should still follow along. It is based off a cool statistical improbability. So when Hannah is able to produce all these things, it is for different reasons. And you see how it merges circle with circle, star with star, triangle with triangle. It's because it's based off an authentic story. This story was so mortifyingly shocking that she was interrogated for about a 12-year period in Wolfville. So this is where she is today. Hoping you can continue watching the episodes. She is known as Beautiful Mother, which is Hosh Hanna. She did get injured horribly. She's very, very lucky that she is under protection. And it's a lot better today than it was in 2008, 2009. We do still see traces of conflict, but where the story is headed is not so much these three characters. It is the future it's what she does with parts of her Sun collection that is the key. There are 70 journals. She's known as the trademark lady. July 1st, 2013 is when she made that discovery. Again, that is a fluke. And how can she prove she made it on that particular date? Because of her Ottoman work and because of her animal to hominid work prior to her just casually looking at books and reading books and looking at a map and, double checking. On July 1st, 2013, with the witnessing of CIA and CSIS and a lot of security agencies, she made the discovery of Kanata means wings. How do you know that wasn't given to her? First of all, before 2013, Canada was very, very stable, very multicultural, no invasion, no nothing. It was just a stable country. She was reading a book when she started looking over some of her notes based on linguistic, because remember, these are 70 journals. She's really a huge, huge person in history. We don't know how they're going to present it, but this is the authentic version. And when we think of it, with that witnessing, she was able to do the trademark, and that's when a lot of the explosions occurred, because the church became involved, the Vatican became involved, the cluster increased in height, not to her fault. So that is where we are today. And when we do the Kanata means wings journal, you will understand that she is actually the authentic owner. Unfortunately, like I said, there's still quite a bit of politics. The richest want to separate all these three figures, and that's okay. They can do that. But what Hannah's doing right now is presenting the gift to humanity. It's just an interesting component that, we're removing Christ, some people who are very, very modern, and possibly implementing a female, completely fluky, who does something interesting with all the work she generated from the Sun collection. That is the key. So if she didn't do that, it'd be a different story, but that is what she did, and that is based off the true story. And even more interesting, her children have these traits, which is linked to her. She's Hazar people. We have strong inclinations in anthropology that Christ was probably also Caucasus people. So this is where we are today. Thank you for supporting the whole production. It has not been easy. Part of the real Evolve, making up the 70 journals inside a room she calls Vatican II, which makes up the Canadian Historical Society today. So thank you again, and have a good day.